We have been informing you since the month started that today, 27th October 2013, have very important visitors that include
the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation,
the Minister of Education,
the Minister of Disaster and Refugee Affairs,
and then the Minister of East African Community.
Please viewers, you are asked kindly to keep book coverage discussion in the region and to get to know how, who, why, and what.
Remember, you can as well follow us, the show on Facebook, Twitter, on
Protocol, this is the protocol. I should get protocol.
Oh, you are here, you're home to yes.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Chuti Allegra, the Chief Political Analyst in the President's Office and the As usual, we usually have visitors to discuss on different political, social, and cultural issues about our country, region, Africa, and the world at large. And as my colleague has earlier said, today we have the best discussion ever in which we have our comrade ministers. Each is to discuss on some issues that concern his or her ministry. Our visitors, you are so much welcomed in La Fontaine School TV. On my right hand side there is Honorable Musoni Keve, the Minister of Education. And Honorable Nazinda Ivana, the Minister of Disaster and Refugee Affairs. On my left-hand side, I'm with Honorable Yogushima Princess, the Minister of East African Community. And Honorable Shimwa Melissa, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation. Dear viewers, you are also welcome to today's discussion, and again, we ask you kindly to keep watching as the discussion flame burns. Once again, the discussion is led by me, Chuti Allegra, the Chief Political Analyst in the President's Office. My first question goes to the Minister of Education, Honorable Musoni Keve. Our country is so far 5 years down the road since the language of instructions changed in all education institutions from French to English. According to your ministry's assessment and evaluation, did you achieve your set goal?
Thank you, moderator, for such question. Yeah, the French system changed with effect from 2009, where all institutions of education, regardless of the level, and they started using English as their medium of instruction. As per now, the assessment the ministry has done indicate a great improvement as far as English speaking in school is concerned. Take an example, all teachers and pupils in most schools speak English fluent. For instance, we had a visit at La Fontaine, but what we found was so marvelous, whereby everybody ranging at the chairman to have clearly spoke English with ease. Sure, we thank the Fontaine management and staff for a colorful work that is being done there.
Thank you, Minister. Another question goes to the Minister of East African Community. Madam Minister, it's now half a decade since Rwanda became a member state of East African Community. How has our country Rwanda benefited as a member?
Thank you, our moderator, and thank you for your work. Sincerely speaking, Rwanda has so far gained a lot since 2007 when it became a member state of East African Community. Some of the contributions are the following. It has been easier for some Rwanda's goods to compete on regional markets. For example, our tea has earned us a lot of revenues. Also, Rwanda has to some extent bettered its relations in the region. This will enable all to develop the region. For instance, from next year, January 2014, we shall be moving to Uganda and Kenya with only a mayor identity card. Last but not the least, many Rwandans are employed by East African Community. Take an example, our current East African Community boss, Tasizwe Richard, is a Rwandan. Hence, Rwanda gaining a lot from being a member of East African Community. Thank you.
Many thanks to you. Another question goes to the Minister of Disaster and Refugee Affairs. Of recently, Tanzania told non-Tanzanians to return to their home countries, of whom a big percentage was Rwandans. How has your ministry welcomed this issue? Isn't it a threat to your ministry?
Thank you, letter. Not a threat at all costs. Moderator, Tanzania having traced Rwandans for us was a blessing in disguise. What I mean is that Rwanda started sensitizing all other refugees since 2002 this year. So we no longer have Rwandan refugees outside our country. Though there are some Rwandans that left their property outside our country. For us, didn't take Tanzania decision, instead they help our people to come back home. And for that case, we call upon the international community to rescue that property. Thank you.
Lastly, I have here with me a question that goes to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation. It's now half a year since a UN blamed Rwanda for backing the rebel group in Democratic Republic of Congo called M23. What was your opinion when this reached your ears?
Question has now become an international media item. Surely, I have since then been saying and will always say that we Rwandans are not in Congo. Now, for what reason, for what gain, as who? Madam Moderator, Rwanda has nothing to do with Congo's progress. For its development and provide better services to our citizens, but not supporting the M23 rebels. I will probably call upon all advise the Kinshasa government sit down again and again to settle its own problems without including Rwanda. For your information, Moderator, Congo's problems have been there for many good years, even when Rwanda hasn't had a stable army force. Therefore, I conclude saying that the UN report was made to destroy Rwanda and DRC's relations, but not aiming at bringing back peace in Congo. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Many thanks to you, Ministers. The discussion is now open to you, audience. Though, since time is not our best ally, I'm to request only one question from the audience.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. My name is Mugisha Ebed, a correspondent of Al Jazeera in Southeast. My question goes to you, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation. To what extent is Rwanda friendly to the DRC today? To me, I think the friendship before the UN report and after might not be the same. So, how is your country friendly to the DRC today? Thank you.
Thank you, the Argentine correspondent. My friend, the UN report is totally different from relations between our countries. Although
no.
Thank you, the Argentine correspondent.
Ni hariya.
My friends, the UN report is totally. Thank you, the artists, for responding. My friend, the UN report is totally different from relations between our country. Although there were a little misunderstanding after the report, but we are trying to bring back our relations fully. We are working tooth and nail to overcome all these issues that are concerning the UN report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having been with us all the way from the start.
And to our visitors, many thanks for you for having responded positively to our invitations.
Our topic next week will be
Rwanda's at 50 years after independence.